Hi, and welcome to Orangeline. I'm Rena Murphy.
And I'm Jessica Mulvaney. To start the show off, Matt Quandt went to find out why the pub crawl got canceled this year.
For many years, it has been a Baker tradition for seniors to participate in a senior pub crawl. This year has been canceled, and many are questioning why.
I arrived to Baker campus in November 2007, and in December is when they had their first pub crawl under my leadership. And the senior class sponsors it. It was funded by Student Senate and using Baker University funds. Unfortunately, for that December 2007 pub crawl, we had a lot of problems. One of them is we had students who were arrested. The bus was left a shambles with beer bottles, bodily fluids, vomit, and such. We had fighting that broke out that called the police. Some of our students were arrested or attempted to be arrested. They ran also. I would also tell you that the Lawrence police, we had 4 police cars that arrived on the scene with the buses. They transported the buses or escorted the buses to the county line where the sheriff picked up our buses. And the sheriff escorted them into Baldwin City where the Baldwin City police were waiting for us. And to my knowledge, no students were arrested in Baldwin City, but we did have a lot of problems that occurred. And unfortunately for the student leadership, and that's who sponsors it, the senior class, there were lots of concerns. The university's response was to hold a campus-wide forum, and faculty, staff showed up. We only had 3 students outside of the senior class officers and 1 junior student who showed. Seeing that there was little interest, also knowing the great liability that the college was taking, we chose not to sponsor it any longer.
The cancellation of this Baker tradition has left many students upset.
Yeah, I'm a 5th-year senior. I got an opportunity to go last year to the senior pub crawl. It was a pretty good time. Everyone got their money's worth. I'm pretty disappointed this year that the seniors don't get to participate in this Baker tradition because it was a good time. Seniors get together for one last time, go around bars, have a good time. So it's pretty disappointing that they canceled it this year.
Despite the cancellation of this Baker tradition, alternatives are being proposed.
I can certainly understand that students would be disappointed. I would be disappointed. It's your last hurrah with your senior class, your friends. It's your chance to say goodbye to many people that you might not see for a while. So in that regards, we are having some alternatives being planned by the senior class. Those include Dave and Buster's at this point. The senior class officers have been reporting back to Student Senate. And it sounds like a great event that might be better well managed.
Hopefully these alternatives could fill the void left by the cancellation of one of Baker's traditions, senior pub crawl. For KNBU-TV, Matt Quandt.
Thanks, Matt. Up next, KNBU reporter Jeff Jones found out about housing for next year.
Housing has been a big issue on campus lately. Some students are complaining because they've been told they can't live off campus next year. There's also been a recent rise in the summer living cost of the apartment.
For last summer, it was $150 per week. The cost for 2009 for the summer is $160 per week. And when a student lives on campus in the Horn or Markham apartment complex, everything is included. So you're not paying anything separate. It includes the utilities, it includes the cable, internet access. So the cost of $160 per week is really inclusive, and not all those different costs that you would have are separated. It's all rolled into one.
The cost of living off campus is higher in the summer for some students because of several reasons.
You usually have you contracted for a year, and some people in town may go month to month. It depends upon the landlord. It also depends on whether you have, there's a 2-bedroom or 3-bedroom, and there could be possibly 4-bedroom. I don't know if those actually exist in Baldwin.
The RAs just conducted a housing lottery where students were randomly assigned numbers and could then pick which dorm room they wanted to live in for next year. Incoming students are encouraged to live on campus because of the help they will receive from RAs.
Residence hall staff, they are able to help a student mediate a challenge. Sometimes students are not always into conflict or confronting someone about a problem. When you have a resident assistant in the building, a senior resident assistant or area coordinator, you can go to them. They can assist you with the challenge. They can mediate. They can help you problem solve. Not that that doesn't take place off campus, but we do provide that resource for the students as well. It's an opportunity to get people connected. You get to see other people on other wings and floors that you may not get an opportunity to. And while Baker's a small place, there's still an opportunity to meet other students in other buildings, other parts of the campus, There are students who are involved with athletics that, because of their athletic responsibilities, they may not get an opportunity to always participate. And so having some of those hall programs allows students to come together and get to know each other better.
In spite of all the advantages students will have from living on campus, some still prefer to live off campus or even out of town, and they had to go through approval from Baker to do so.
I'm living in Lawrence now, and I drive out here every day for class, and they approved it with, they were pretty hesitant to do so, but they wanted to see me come here, I guess, in the long run, and that was the decision they came to. Well, it's more expensive to live on campus, I think, most of the time. I haven't actually looked into a lot of the options on campus, but after living on my own for a couple years now, off campus, in Lawrence, I think it'd be kind of hard for me to transition back to living at the dorm.
In light of the new housing adjustments, we hope to see a rise in on-campus living. I'm Jeff Jones, KNBU-TV.
Thanks for that, Jeff. Jessica, where are you going to be living next year?
Well, I will probably be living in Johnson County since I'm a fifth-year senior.
Very nice. I'll be living in the LLC next year. Stay tuned. More Orangeline after the break.